You are listening to Pelushi Performance Podcast, and here is your host, Rei Pelushi.
Hello everybody and welcome to the new episode. Thank you so much for finding the time and being with me here today. I'm Rei and I'm your host, and let's go straight to today's topic. Today's topic is another interesting topic. I'm going to go straight by saying what we're going to talk about. How will this episode be called? So today we're going to talk about the environment, how to not let the environment control us, dictate us. How can we become the environment? So share a few stories. What are my thoughts about it? And hopefully those stories can strike you guys. Why do I say that? It was so funny because today I was working with another client regarding I work with different clients, and today I actually saw two, and one was just related to life in general, and one was just related to sport, to tennis. And I was seeing this girl today because she has a tournament. She has a tournament today, and probably she played or she finishes her match. I don't know exactly what's the score. She's going to let me know, but she told me that she cannot perform. She can play great in practice, but she cannot play great in matches, etc., etc. There's a lot of those clients that I see, which it's okay. I don't want to use the word normal, but I mean, we've all been through those stages. So that's why I'm here to help them perform better. I'm not trying to work with her. I mean, it's difficult to just work one time before a match. We usually, with other people, I use at least 5 sessions. So with most of them, I work 10, some with 20. It's a constant work to progression. You don't just meditate one time and expect to be master at meditation or to have control of your inner self. No, you got to meditate every single day. And that's why a coach like me, a mentor coach, when I say a coach like me, I don't necessarily mean me, but coaches in general, mentors, performance coaches, mental strength coaches, life coaches, and the ones obviously that are qualified and are good, they really, really help individuals succeed. Help them unlock their full potential, see things differently. And what do I mean? I mean, why I'm saying that is because with her today, there's no much work I can do. But still, there's still so much that I can affect her. Now, why do I say that? Well, my favorite sports psychologist of all time is Bill Biswick, and he worked with so many athletes, gold medalists, etc., etc., and He wrote a book. He has wrote many books, but one of the books that I love is called 20 Life Stories, and then the second title, or you know what I mean, like the main theme about the book, even though the title is called 20 Life Stories. The main theme is changing your story. And in this book, he showed the importance and how much effect you have one-on-one with clients. And also he said that the most I can do, he said, is sharing stories to help them change their mindset. And that's so true, because when we share different stories, there's moments sometimes that something just strikes on us and we're never the same. We don't know exactly what's going to strike us, and we don't know exactly what is going to be that place in that moment, but more we're exposed to different stories and more, things are going to change. So sharing stories are great because we learn through stories and a breakthrough can happen. So that's what I told her today, that by sharing those stories to her, I shared many, many stories to her. Hopefully it had a positive effect. So I'm going to share 2 stories. I mean, that was the first story I shared, that how important is sharing stories and having a breakthrough. But today's topic is about don't letting the environment control you. So I'm going to share 2 stories after. Well, I'm going to let somebody else share. I'm going to play a video and then we're going to discuss. But what do I mean by that is that, we're living every day, like in this planet, in this day, we wake up, and what do we do most of the time? We check our phone. And if there's a good notification there, then we feel good. And if there's a bad notification there, then it seems like to not feel well. And that changes our mood. And a lot of people say like, oh my God, I started my morning very bad and now most of my day is going to go bad. No, that's not true. You can definitely control your day. You can definitely control your state. You can definitely do something different that will help you get out of that mood. But with that in mind, is that don't let the environment control you. First of all, be smart on what things you use and when to use it. But even if you had something like a negative email or something that it's not very pleasant to you, don't let them ruin your morning and your day. Okay? If it's not a sunny day outside and it's cloudy and it's raining and the sky is just gray, people are like, oh my God, I don't feel like doing anything today. Don't say that. Don't think it. Don't let that affect you. Don't let the environment affect you. If you go to your job and your boss is pissed, you don't have to be pissed. Just because he is, then it's up to him. Maybe he needs a coach and you can refer him to me, but no. And if your boss is happy, then you're immediately happy. It should not be like that. You are the environment. You should control the environment. Don't let the environment control you or dictate you. Be the bigger person. Be the influence in the room. Be like the AC. The room is hot and you turn on the AC, now everything is cold. Everybody's cold because of the AC. Be the AC. Be the person. Be the thing that makes the difference. So I'm going to share you two stories from Steve Harvey. He has a podcast himself. Well, not a podcast, like a TV show. And I'm not that familiar with him. I mean, I've watched some of his videos and he has a lot of great motivational videos, but I've never followed him like from the beginning to end. But there's different stories and stuff that he has shared that I like. So I've chosen two of him to share today. And we're just going to talk about it, but just are very beautiful in my opinion, especially speaking about the topic we're discussing. So here, the first video.
A flea has a 36-inch vertical leap. You put it in a jar and you put the lid on the jar. That flea still has a 36 vertical leap. So it will start jumping in that jar until it hits his head. And once it hits his head, he starts making adjustments. And he jumps just high enough to where he almost touches it, but he don't hit the lid and get knocked back down. Funny thing happens. If these fleas have baby fleas in a jar, these fleas are born with a 36-inch vertical. But because their parents are showing them only a 4 or 5-inch jump so they don't get hit, these baby fleas who are born with 36-inch verticals, they jump just as high as their parents jump. And what we do as people is we do the same things. We allow our environment to dictate to us.
So that's the one, which I found it to be very, very beautiful. And now I'm going to show the next one, an oak tree. And this is actually very beautiful in my opinion. So here it goes.
If you take an oak tree seed and you put it in a 2-foot pot, that seed will never become the oak tree that oak trees are capable of becoming. Ain't nothing wrong with the seed. Seed just fell prey to the environment. Don't you allow your environment to dictate the oak tree that you become. All of y'all got this wonderful gift, but you gotta use it. Take your seed, take your gift. Get away from these people that's in your life that ain't doing nothing. Get away from people in your life that's hate. Get away from your family members that ain't ever followed their dream. Get away from them. I had to do it. If you take
I love it. They're just so nice. I mean, two easy, simple stories, but they just make so much sense. Another story that came to my head, it's same with the shark. You put the shark in a small tank. The shark will grow as big as a tank is. Then you put the shark in the ocean, it will go to its fullest. So, yeah, in some moments we have to, control the environment, to be the big person, to affect the environment. And in some of these situations, nothing is wrong with us. It's just that we have to to leave this environment. We cannot stay in a place where everybody is negative and nobody's supporting each other and is full with hate and rage. We cannot affect this environment. And this environment is just killing us. So we just got to get the heck out of there. So those two stories, I think they're very powerful. I mean, couple stories. The first was the importance of how stories change our life. The second story with how much you can jump and what parents can taught you, I guess. But it's not just about parents, it's about in general. And the next one was with the oak tree. There's nothing wrong with the seed. It's just that you haven't planted what you should plant. And also with the shark. Don't put the shark in a fish tank. Throw them in the ocean. It will go as big. So please, please, please do everything you can to be in a healthy and positive environment, and make sure that you don't let the environment, especially negative one, affect you. But you become this person that is resilience in their mindset, and why not to even affect the environment? But certainly don't let the environment affect you. Thank you so much for being here today, guys. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys learned, or at least got this emotional hit. Then a breakthrough might happen, then you're never the same. So appreciate all the positivity, good comments, and even the bad comments. Every comment I appreciate, likes, shares, everything. So thank you guys, and I'll see you to the next episode. But until that one, you guys stay blessed.